Yo, what up, man? Fair use, fair use, fair use. YouTube, what's going on, guys? Yeah, we doing it up today. This is second stream today. Um, found some great content, right? Uh, in memory of our dude KS. This stream we're gonna have two of my favorites guys on here: Kevin Samuels, Medium Man, and Medium Man. Right? Both of these dudes accomplished a lot in their life. Like the Medium Man, I too was in the United States Air Force. Uh, and he said something that I want you guys to hear. Right? First, we're going to start with KS. He's talking to this 19-year-old kid. And you guys know what I say. From 18 to 28, it was 16 to 25, but not 18 to 28 because you don't graduate until you're around 18, right? So 18 to 28, you need to keep your head down. Don't get no chick pregnant. Don't even be a fucking man. Like, I don't even want you to have a girlfriend, nigga, because when it's time to do man shit, you ain't gonna be able to do it. It's gonna make you feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it's just too much of an emotional fucking uh, hassle. The women today are fucking whores. They want to be whores. They think, that they can fuck as many people as they want. They don't want to be monogamous to you. They want you to pay for it. Like, fuck these bras, man. Get your money first, right? Then you find out which one you want to deal with. All right. The easy way to do that, you tell the chick, listen, man, we could, fuck, you know, go out, shit like that. But I'm not into the commitment thing because, I got to accomplish my goal. I can't accomplish my goals if I'm helping somebody pay their rent or pay their car note or cash app them $200. Like from now till 30, it's about me. And you should say that shit with pride. Say that shit with pride. From now till 30, it's about me. You know what I'm saying? If you there, if you there from today and you there, you lit. You know what I'm saying? But, if you want to go, you can go. There'll be another one here. But it's about you, guys. Listen to this shit right here, bro. Shout out to Steph is Cold. Shout out to Steph is Cold. That's where this song was always playing when I used to watch his videos, man. He always had this shit on in the background. I'm like, what the fuck is that song? And I had to fucking Shazam it one day. And I really liked it. Right? This shit used to put me to sleep. For real. I'd put on like what would I put on? Put on like a beach waves or some shit on YouTube. They set a camera and let that shit record for fucking 29,000 hours. Right? Put that shit on with the waves and then you put this shit on right here. Nigga, I was out like a baby. I'm sure you guys heard me say I have a hard time sleeping. So check this out. Without no more talking about, we're gonna get into what Kev talking about. It's my fucking God. I tell you, every time I show this shit, a video from him, I tell you, man, I don't think that motherfucker uh was had an accidental had a accidental death, man. I don't think that was no fucking just a simple heart attack, B. The way he talks to people, his reach, nah, his reach was crazy, man. He was literally putting black couples together that had means. They don't want that shit. Putting all the smart, cooperative, moving shakers of the black world together to raise families on the same page. That's my belief. All right, let's get into it.
Well, go ahead. Let's see what the 19. Let's see what you have to say. I need a break. Go ahead. Tell us why. Tell us why a man should not pay for everything.
Do you mean like as far as like what, like husband and wife and
No,
stuff
you
like
tell
that?
me. No, 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 no. You are ready to go. Go.
Mm, I think everything should be like 50-50.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's all I have to say.
So you sat on hold for 10 minutes to tell me everything should be 50-50. Why?
Because like I don't know. That's just how I was raised.
Hmm. Okay, that's how you're raised. Who raised you?
Um, my mom mainly.
Hmm. Your mom mainly. At what age did you start living with your father?
Since last year at 18,
Why'd you move with him?
I was going through like my mom's house.
I don't know what that means.
So that means his mom couldn't control this nigga no more.
Please tell me.
Um, you know, just
No, I don't.
I just, I just wanted to change of environment. That's all.
You wanted a change of environment.
Bullshit.
So you lived with your
Yes,
mother until you were 18 years old?
yes,
And then you decided you wanted to change your environment after 18 years.
You
yes.
sure
Why?
about that?
I wanted to
You
finish
sure
off.
about that? You sure about that?
Nah, son. That nigga turned 18 and her new husband told him to send that nigga to his father. That's what happened.
High school first.
Hmm. And your mother raised you to believe that men should pay 50% and women should pay 50%.
Yeah, she raised me to I mean, I was raised all around to think that for it to believe that the man should protect and provide, and so like the women should provide too and like take care of the children.
I don't.
But like
Hold on. I want to be clear. You said you were raised to believe that the man should protect and provide.
yes, sir.
Okay. Were your mother and father married?
No.
Who was providing and protecting your mother?
My stepfather.
Okay. How long were they married?
Um, since 2006, so that makes that 14 years.
14 years. So from the time about when you were what, 5 years old?
Yes.
All right. 5 years old. Did your mother and your stepfather, do they have any children?
Yes, they have my little sister. She's 13.
13. And did he have any children before your sister?
No, sir.
And are they still married, your mother and your stepfather?
Yes.
All right. He got a 13-year-old sister. He turned 18. Probably wasn't doing shit. Being a little knucklehead. Because he called this motherfucker to argue with him. So the pops probably said, yo, you're going to have to send this nigga to his dad or something. He already 18. He'll be good over there. Let his dad take on some of this.
Did you grow up kind of middle class?
Yes.
All right. Did you have to work when you were in high school?
Yes. I got my first job on my 16th birthday.
Cool. Did you have a car?
No, sir.
All right. And how did your stepfather treat you?
He was really strict and stuff like that. So
What do you mean?
he kept me in line. Like he disciplined me when I did wrong and stuff like that. he get on me a lot and stuff like that. Make me do stuff around the house. What your man's supposed to do. He was, just a strict father.
Right. So, was your father involved? Was your biological father involved in your life?
Yes.
Were you with him every other weekend?
Mm,
No.
yes, for the most part.
That doesn't sound convincing. Are you sure about that?
I mean, when I
Sure
was
about
younger, yes,
that?
but like as I got older,
You
like kind of
sure
some,
about
like,
that?
less
You
and less.
sure
But I
about
kept in
that?
contact with him a lot, like
All right.
over the phone and stuff.
So, do you call your stepfather by his first name?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I call him dad sometimes, but
But when you were a boy, 8, 9
Mhm.
years old, and there was a bump in the night, who got up to go see about it?
My stepfather,
And you call him by his first name? What's his first name?
Sean.
Sean. So Sean
Mhm.
married your mother when she had you, and he's been
Yes, and
married
my
to you, and he's been married to your mother since, not divorced. They have another child, and the child is your daughter and your sister.
Pause. See, when men advise you, right, about being a stepfather, it's not a good deal. It really ain't. He just took care of this boy from 5 to 18. From 5 to 18 for free. The kid, he don't sound like you love him. He don't sound like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was really nothing there, bro. He left and went to live with his real father. So that goes to show you the fucking connection. So he took care of the kid from 5 to 18. That's 13 years. Then he goes to live with the father. All the hard work is done. All the hard work is done. If that old man gets sick, you think that young nigga gonna go by, check on him, uh, uh, drop off medicine or any of that shit? Yeah. Why would he? That ain't his real daddy. He know who his real daddy is. So, dude took care of this woman and took care of her kid for 13 years. And he gets no like return on that investment, on those resources, on that time, none of that shit. That's what they mean when they say it's not a good deal. That's one of the things.
Sister. Your
Yes.
biological father was not really consistent in your life. That's fine. But you were raised to believe that a man should protect and provide. Okay. Did your mother work?
Yes.
Okay. And what did Sean do? What does he do for a living?
He works. He works too. He works at a warehouse called Mutual Distribution.
Okay. So does he make enough to take care of all the bills in the house, or does your mom have to work?
My mom has to work.
Okay. So was Sean a good father?
Oh yes, sir.
All right. Well, one thing I would say is that if you have a stepfather, a man that married your mother and is still there with you, I don't see why you calling him Sean. You should be calling him Dad. Your biological father, no disrespect to him, but he didn't do the father. He wasn't doing the father stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm talking to
Oh,
right now is a
excuse
young
me.
man who you're looking for kind of. I mean, you have opinions, but they're based in what? A man should protect and provide. Well, if a man's protecting and providing, how does he do that? If he doesn't do it with his resources.
if he doesn't do it with his resources, then he can't do it at all.
So you just undercut your own point. You just said earlier. You said I was raised to believe that a man should protect and provide, and you also said I was raised to believe that it should be 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Those two things are opposed to one another. Do you ever want to get married?
No, sir.
Why not?
I don't think that's my thing. I've seen too many marriages. No.
All right, keep a mental note of that. He does not want to get married. Keep a mental note.
Collapse and stuff like that.
Really, you're
It's too
19.
much.
How many marriages have you seen collapse?
Personally, within my family,
Personally,
a few.
a few. Would you say you see more marriages collapse or more car wrecks?
I see more car wrecks.
Really, but do you drive?
Oh yes, I do now.
Oh, okay. So let me get this right. You had a man who stepped in and raised you, another man's child, and married your mother. And it sounds like he's a decent man, because you're not a disrespectful young man. You have conflicting ideas, which we can still source out. But when I ask you the ultimate question, do you want to get married? You say no, and you tell me the reason is because you've seen too many marriages fall apart. But when I asked you a clarifying question, how many have you personally witnessed? You say a few. I asked you, have you seen more car accidents or divorces? You say more car accidents, but you still drive. That's a logical trap. You shouldn't be driving according to your logic. Is it more likely that you just don't know how to deal with women?
I mean, I know how to deal with women, but
Okay. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Are you a virgin?
Oh no, sir.
Okay. What do you plan on going to school for?
Business administration.
What do you plan on doing after you graduate?
I want to work my way up and get a job into corporate America.
In corporate America. Okay. And how much? And where do you? In what area? Where do you want to live? What city?
Atlanta, Georgia, somewhere around the area.
All right. And how much money do you want to make at the height of your career?
Six figures or more.
6 figures or more can be $100,000 or $999,000.
Yes, sir.
So I need you to tell me how much money you want to make at the height of your career, at the top of your earning potential. How much do you want to make?
I haven't really given them a lot of thought. I would say 250,000.
$250,000 a year in Atlanta, Georgia. And $250,000 a year in Atlanta, Georgia. You want to have any children?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you don't want to have your children in your household?
I do.
Well, how do you plan on doing that if you're not married?
Hey. I don't know. I just have to see when the time comes.
No. You have a work.
This nigga said, I'll have to see when the time comes. He has no idea what he's about to step himself into. My last video and the video before that, you saw two gentlemen. One, 3 kids, warehouse job, like his pops, step pops. Depressed. Nigga got 3 kids, working a warehouse job. Depressed. The other dude, 5 kids, driving Lyft, looking for a woman. And this dude is talking about, I don't want to be married, but I want the kids to live with me. I want to be a baby daddy. And like, bro, how And this kid had two. See, you see this? This kid has two men in his life. Two. One that was with him since he was 5. The other one was, in his life since birth, right? And between the two men, this nigga is still talking about having a fucking not being married, but having kids and being a fucking baby daddy. What the fuck, bro? This nigga's 19. Yo, 19 and no kids. He has the world. The world. Like, he got the shit by the reins. I remember in school, he got the shit by the reins. I remember in school, man, I had a teacher, and this teacher would say, everybody starts off with 100. Everybody starts off with 100. Whatever your end grade is, that's because of what the lack of work that you did. Right? This nigga starting off with 100, bro. 19, no kids, not married, none of that shit. He's actually free. That's what I tell these guys. Oh, that's freedom. No kids. No woman has anything over you. She doesn't have a marriage over you. She doesn't have kids over you. They the new fucking slave master, bro. You working to pay these bitches. Bro, I didn't have my first child until I was 36. 36 years old. My second one, I think I had my second one at 40, right? Both by the same woman, married. But I wasn't out there fucking shooting the club up and having different baby mamas. I didn't even, tell you the truth, I didn't even want to have my baby at 36. I wanted to wait. We were together about 2 years. I had just started corrections. I was like, I want to at least wait till I get the top pay before because women, you can't leave that decision up to women, B. That's why you gotta use that condom, man. You gotta use that condom, or you gotta have a chick that she gonna take that plan B. Make her take the plan B before you even fuck, bro. At dinner, here, take that. Pass her the shit, the napkin. I'm like, you have to vet these chicks just to fuck them now. I'm telling you. But back to the point, dude got two men in his life, bro. That were two people to look up at. That was supposed to show him something. But you know what happened? They put themselves in fucked up situations and couldn't see clearly, so they couldn't teach this young fellow nothing. That kid, this fucking kid, learned more from Kevin Samuels on this fucking 10-minute call than he did from two fucking men in his life from 5 years old to fucking 19. What the fuck? How is that possible? Think about this. This kid learned more of something that's going to help him out in life from a 10-minute phone call from a nigga on YouTube than he did from firsthand experience living with a stepfather and seeing his real father and the mother. And why is this? Because them niggas got themselves in such a fucked up situation that they couldn't see anything but their own survival. Think about you in a beach, and you go out too far and you just trying to keep your head above water. You can't see the next nigga behind you going through the same shit. You can't advise him what to do. What the fuck is this? You can't advise him on what to do because you drowning. And that's what they did. Who the fuck just texted me? What was that? Was that a text? So, oh shit. That's my boy Phil. Yeah, so this dude went and got in a fucking situation where he's a fucking stepfather working a warehouse job. You got with a chick that got you. That nigga fucked up. His pops fucked up. Come on, man. But it's just amazing how this kid. You gotta like just finish listening to this shit. This nigga learned more from KS than he did his own.
Working penis right now. And according to you, you're having sex. You're in college, so you better be thinking about this now.
Business administration.
What do you plan on doing after you graduate?
I want to work my way up and get a job into corporate America.
In corporate America. Okay. And how much? And where do you? In what area? Where do you want to live? What city?
Atlanta, Georgia, somewhere around the area.
All right. And how much money do you want to make at the height of your career?
6 figures or more.
6 figures or more can be $100,000 or $999,000.
Yes, sir.
So I need you to tell me how much money you want to make. At the height of your career, at the top of your earning potential, how much do you want to make?
I haven't really given them a lot of thought. I would say 250,000.
$250,000 a year in Atlanta, Georgia. And $250,000 a year in Atlanta, Georgia. You want to have any children?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you don't want to have your children in your household?
I do.
Well, how do you plan on doing that if you're not married?
Hey. I don't know. I just have to see when the time comes.
No. You have a working penis right now. And according to you, you're having sex. You're in college, so you better be thinking about this now. This is why I told you should have just listened to the show. You're too young to be involved in this conversation. You don't know anything about life, and I'm not trying to insult you. I'm really not. But your main goal should be focusing on what you have to do in college, not talking to a 50-year-old man who knows far more than you and telling him why he doesn't know what he's talking about. And then telling me why your opinion makes sense when I just showed you you don't even know why you think what you think. And even while you think what you think, it's backwards. You're conflicted. Give yourself some time to grow. Let me give you some advice. One, you live with your father. Does your father have any other kids?
Yes.
Do you respect your father?
Yes.
What does he do for a living?
He drives trucks.
Drives trucks. Does your father get along with Sean?
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, it sounds like you had a stepfather who was a working man and a father who's a working man. Main thing you need to do is make sure you don't get a girl pregnant.
Don't get a girl pregnant.
Number one. Don't get anybody pregnant. Number two, stop listening to so much red pill YouTube content. It's poisoning you young guys' minds. You haven't had enough experience with bad relationships, divorce, marriage to come out on this kind of thought. You're too young to be saying you don't want to.
And you know what? He's right, bro. Fucking Kevin's right. Red pill is for men who've seen the light, bro. This is we're the cats who've been through shit. We see it for what it is, and we putting it out there. And young cats are seeing that, but they making the decision early. Some of them making the decision early not to even be bothered. And guess what? It ain't even all on us because the bitches that's out there with them is showing them that we talk that we what we're saying is true. That kid's 19. He say he getting pussy, but these bras out there be, unless it's some little fucking scallywag trailer park bitches, you know what I'm saying? But these other little joints that's out there, you know, thinking that they, saying can require a nigga to pay their rent. He ain't fucking with them. So he gotta be fucking who he fucking? But he sees, yo, nah, that marriage shit ain't for me. And I gotta agree with him. I love Kev. I don't agree with everything he says, which I don't think you should agree with everything a nigga say anyway. That's kind of weird. But I don't agree that him saying that he's too young to get married, to not get married. I think that's a good mindset. Marriage is a trap, man. Why you want to get married? That's a trap. He could do a domestic partnership. Domestic partnership, the bitch don't get nothing. The nigga won't be extorted for the next 10, 15 years. He won't be homeless. If he buys a house and just keeps his name on the house, he won't be extorted. The judge won't take the fucking house from the nigga and give it to the chick. Why? Because she's not entitled. Any alimony or spousal support, she's not entitled to that either. So yeah, the marriage shit, nah, nigga, don't get married. You're too young to sign up for that, to sign that type of contract. That's like you that side of the contract with Diddy, nigga getting married. What? You saw that Aaliyah and Diddy contract? Not Aaliyah. What's that bitch name? Cassie. He signed her to a 10 album contract, bro. When she signed with him, 10 albums. What the fuck? Bitch did one album. Bitch did one album. So yeah, the marriage shit. Nah, I don't agree with that. The red pill. Now I'm gonna say it is a shame that a young man has to think like that, because a young man has to think like that. Marriage isn't for people that think life and people are fair. If you think life is fair, or if you think people are fair, people should be fair. If you're nice to her, she should be nice to you. She should remember all the nice things you did for her. If you think like that, don't get married. Um, and it's sad. It is. But we didn't make it this way. As a matter of fact, I got my motherfucking red pill sweater on right now. Oh no, damn, I don't. It's my cigar sweater. Oh well. Anyway.
Get married. And then turn around and say you do want children when you want them to be in your house. That's problematic on so many levels.
Mm-hmm.
To come out on this kind of thought, you're too young to be saying you don't want to get married. And then turn around and say you do want children when you want them to be in your house.
Baby daddy shit.
that's problematic on so many levels.
Nigga won't be a baby daddy.
Got it?
Yes.
All right.
Got it,
Thank
little young nigga.
No problem.
Now he about to break it down.
Got far too many young men. This is the problem with a lot of this content.
He's about to say right
I see far too many young men who really shouldn't have the harsh feelings they have towards women. By all estimations, he had a pretty healthy upbringing. Your mother beat the odds and got a husband. And he raised you. Your father's in your life. Yeah. Confused. He wants to be a baby daddy. Yeah, that's the problem. Is we have made it okay to where dudes or young men think they can have children. Now, let me also say this to you, young man. Going to school for business management, you're going to be broke. I don't know what you're going to school for, but the way in which you were talking and answering the question, you need to really be focusing on your academics and thinking about what kind of professional or grad school you're going to go to. Business management means broke. You'll be coming out of college with a job paying $30,000 to $35,000 a year, and you will not get many increases. You make no money going to school for business. If you're going to be in college, you need to go to law school, med school,
or STEM.
MBA, some kind of professional degree, not just a simple college degree. We have far too many men going to get useless degrees. That means nothing.
Like the other gentleman with the 3 kids, and I think he had 3 kids and working in the factory. He said he wants to be a social worker. There's no bread in that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're really gonna fuck yourself up. Think you depressed now.
You know what I'm saying?
Think you depressed now. Where do you see how much that business that social worker get paid? You gonna be like, oh hell no. Guy right here.
It's crazy. Motherfuckers giving nigga 4 days up, 4 days on, 3 days off type shit. You feel me? I work at a warehouse, and you know what's crazy is that it seemed cool to have 4 days off, 4 days working, and 3 days off. Man, I don't know, man, what's going on. Like, I think it's, you know, maybe it's me, because my life is hella, like, I got a daughter, 12-year-old daughter. I got a son that's about to turn 1. And then I got a baby on the way. She's about in 3 more months. I got a daughter on the way.
He work in a factory.
So, you know, my wife is pregnant right now. It's just a lot of anxiety, stress that I've been dealing with. You know what I mean? And I think that working at this warehouse is playing a big part in my stress and anxiety, man. Because if I didn't have to go back to that motherfucker, I know I wouldn't be feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? I'd be feeling, you know, optimistic about life, trying to create some, you know, new opportunities for myself.
This shit is just gibberish, man. I know you hate the job, and it's a fucking piece of shit job. But you got 3 kids. And if you think you're lonely now, wait until you quit, baby. Yo, don't put yourself in this situation. This guy, this is his channel, and I gotta give him a shout out again because you don't see this often. You don't see a guy up here putting his business out on the joint like that. You know what I'm saying?
And getting older, having kids, it's like, damn, man, I had to change my life, you feel me? All my partners locked up or dead or in jail, and it's like, that same story, and it's real. So I don't know, I find myself just getting a job, thinking I'm doing like something good for myself. But it's just now I feel trapped in like a, let me pull over to holler at y'all for a second. Now I feel trapped. It feel like in a slave system, plantation.
And you're a slave to a woman. You're a slave to a job. And you realize it. You're a slave to a woman or however many women you got pregnant. You got 3 kids and no real job, no real income, no savings, no nothing. That's scary. This is a position you don't want to be in, guys. You don't want to be in this type of shit. All right. Next joint, we're going to go to my guy, Medium Man.
Met a Navy pilot. Some of the most cockiest, arrogant men in the world. Because you know why? They can be. Because they are valuable. They know their worth. It's called the Air Force for a reason. They know that, right? So being in the world's greatest Air Force, you develop a level of surety about yourself.
So, context. Being that women love to say everything that's wrong with the black community is black men is the fault of black men. Black men hold the responsibility of being basically the supervisor, the leader of the black community. Okay, so he's comparing that to being in the military, right? In the military as a supervisor, if your troop fucks up, you fucked up. So what do you think happens to the troop? They got a saying, shit rolls downhill. So if you got a troop and he or she can't stop fucking up, they can't take accountability for what they're doing. The blame comes to you no matter what the fuck they do. You could be on vacation. You get back. Oh, if your fucking troop did XYZ. All right, nigga, I was on vacation. What the fuck am I supposed to do about that? Well, you're his supervisor or you're her supervisor, so and then you get penalized for that. That's how it goes in the military, right? So he's saying, if we're doing that in the black community, okay, but don't get mad when we decide to cut some of y'all off, leave some of y'all behind, because y'all are fuck ups. That's the context of this video I'm about to show you. All right, hold on.
Right? I know I did. So whatever I wanted to do and I set out to do, I was going to do it because I knew that I was sure of my own self. I knew my worth. I know my worth. And I wasn't willing to put up with foolery. And these teachings were actually instilled in me by being in the military and learning from great mentors, learning how to be a man. standing on business, as the kids say, right? So yes, I want y'all to go, and we're gonna do a review on this, and I can't wait. Y'all know who Jocko Willink is? He's a retired Navy SEAL. He actually wrote a book called Extreme Ownership, and it's all about taking ownership while being a leader. It's one of my favorite books, and I've been marking it so I can actually do a live stream on it, so I can explain to you guys how being a true leader actually works. It's not about beating on your chest and telling the world that you're an alpha man or you're a high value man. No, it's about taking ownership. You learn that very fast in the military, especially when you become a supervisor or, you start to lead men and women, because everything is your fault because he's a retired Navy SEAL. He actually wrote a book called Extreme Ownership.
Yes.
And it's all about taking ownership while being a leader. It's one of my favorite books. And I've been marking it so I can actually do a live stream on it, so I can explain to you guys how being a true leader actually works. It's not about beating on your chest and telling the world that you're an alpha man or you're a high value man. No, it's about taking ownership. You learn that very fast in the military, especially when you become a supervisor or, you start to lead men and women, because everything is your fault because you were responsible for them. So in that right, the black community is right by saying, well, yeah, if the black community is in shambles because of black men, they're right. But you know what? If we're deemed as the leaders and we're responsible for all of the issues that the black community have, then the decision to make it right is up to us. And we determine how we're going to make that right. And you know what? Some people ain't coming with us. You getting cut off. And also, as leaders of the black community, we determine if we gonna stay with y'all dumbasses or not. So if that involves us leading our asses to overseas and finding women over there, then that's what we gonna do. That's how we decide to fix the issue in the quote unquote black. Black community. So if y'all gonna keep running with this goddamn narrative by saying that black men are responsible for the community, okay, cool. Then we responsible for making it right. And in our eyes, it's leaving some of y'all dumbasses. Got it? Okay.
Okay.
Let me get these super chats.
All right.
I'm being very direct, guys. I don't play that foolery. People try and play mind games and, well, were you responsible for how black women act? Okay, cool. The same thing in the military happens. If you're a leader of a team and somebody F's up, you decide if they're willing to be taught, if they're willing to be a follower again or learn what they did wrong and do things the right way. And in the military, you volunteer to get in there, and you can get your ass kicked out just for that. Yeah, I'm not listening. Bye. That's how the black community needs to treat black men. If y'all gonna try and say that we the leaders and we're responsible for how black women act, cool.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
just remember that. But we decide how we gonna fix the issue. Remember that.
Could you order some Sour Patch Kids?
No.
Let's see here.
No sugar.
I know I missed the super chats.
All right.
Let me see. I missed this one. C.A. who? $2 super chat, Dr. Brian. Thank you, brother. Rich Turner, $5 super chat said, Ed told me if he could beat that butt, his exact words, into oblivion for a leopard print iPhone case, he is going to do it every time. That's funny. Hey, we got a celebrity in the building. KFC with the 75 Honduran currency. Thank you, brother. He said, what up, media man? I can't stay, and I will catch the replay. But I'm supporting the channel. Stay up, good sir. Stay up. Thank you, brother. Blessing to you and your family, man. And be safe over there, brother. See here. Andre Golden, DFG with the $2 super chat said, black men are learning the power of the word no. Yeah, it's the most important word in any relationship. And I tell black men that all the time. The first time that you tell your wife or girlfriend no, how she responds determine how the relationship is going to go. Right? And not just saying no, because as a man, you should never let your wife or girlfriend get to why. And what I mean by that is if you have to decline her, requests on something, maybe some, expense that she's trying to, she's trying to spend some money. If you have to say no, you just don't leave it there. As a common courtesy, explain to her why you can't spend that money right now. Give her that common courtesy instead of sitting there beating on your chest as a big bad alpha male. No. And leaving at that. No. Explain to her why. It's the same thing that you have to do in the military if you have time. But sometimes you don't have the time to explain. But you know how you build up that currency to the where she trusts you when you have to make a split decision? You do that by not letting her get to why. The same thing that you do in the military. So if I tell my troops, hey, you need to go move those sandbags, and I tell them why, hey, we gotta, the weather is looking like it's about to rain, it may flood, and I don't want the tents to get over flooded. That gave them a reason why. Now in the military, you're sometimes not afforded that, time to explain. You have to tell them, hey, go move those sandbags. And it's yes, sir. It is what it is. Because they know that they trust you. Because you've already built that currency up. You can take that same practice into your personal relationships with women. If you have the time to explain why, then do so. Instead of sitting there trying to dictate everything. That's not how shit go, man. That's people too, man. I'm talking to the guy.
All right. Now, this is gonna be the last segment. Really important. Really important. Right? Fuck, bro. Come on, man. Yo, why? I'm gonna start turning my fucking phone off, dude, when I'm streaming. That's just annoying. Where is it? Then they don't fucking answer. You know what? Turn this shit off right now. Fuck, man. All right. So, this is a video. And what's really important I want you to see in this video is the comments by women in this video. All right, let's go. It might be loud. Let me turn it down and then.
I ain't trying to look at these women. It's about me and God and my wife. So now I'm thinking about her all through the day. Thinking about, man, when I get in that room, man, I'm finna. And then you get home and you can't get it. How did I get? I've been thinking about you all day. I've been wanting you all day long. I've been like, oh. So now I have to, I have to kill my desire to want my wife. I ain't lusting. I ain't trying to look at these women. It's about me and God and my wife. So now I'm thinking about her all through the day. Thinking about, man, when I get in that room, man, I'm finna. And then you get home and you can't get it. How did I get? I've been thinking about you all day. I've been wanting you all day long. I've been like, oh. So now I have to, I have to kill my desire to want my wife.
All right. So he's been thinking about his wife all day long, kid. Can't wait to get home to get that box, right? Now, we're gonna go over some of these fucking comments. This broad right here. Right? She says, if you want it that bad, then tell her beforehand so both you and she can prepare. Women's minds need to be stimulated. We are not like men. Could have fooled us. Really could have fooled us. But y'all only want to argue. Y'all only want to argue that when it comes to being promiscuous. Laughing emoji. I said what I said. If women are always expected to be in the mood simply because you want it, then get a blow up doll. Men, listen to me carefully. If you put a woman underneath your protection and provision, and you sacrifice to all other women for the sake of this one woman, and you find it hard to get some ass, that's a problem. That's a problem. Prime example, say there's a guy, right? We'll say Tyreek. Tyreek is used to, he's used to having sex. Maybe let's say Tyreek gets it twice a week. So that's 8 times a month, right? He's got a steady girlfriend. No, we're gonna say Tyreek is single. Tyreek is a single young man, doing good, own place, car, moving forward in his career. All right. So he's out there. He gets his ass every now and then, right? So yeah, let's say he gets some twice a week, right? Sometimes, some weeks he might get it 3 times a week, right? From whoever. So what is that? 2, 4, 6, and then that last 3, 7, 8, 9. Say he gets it 9 times, right? 9 times a month. Now Tyreek is with Keisha. Keisha wants to be exclusive. So he gets with Keisha. Right? So now he's with Keisha. And Keisha just gives him pussy like 7 times a week. A month. Keisha works, whatever. Maybe she goes to school, whatever. He can't always get to Keisha. He's not cheating, so he's not getting those extra 2 sessions in. All right, cool. All right. Now, this isn't just one nut. This is like, say he's used to getting 9 days out of the week. In those days, he's probably busting her ass 2, 3 times a day. They're off or she's there, fucking like a rabbit when you're young as hell. All right, cool. Now, when he's with Keisha, it's not like that because Keisha, she's only one person. He cut all the other bitches out. Now, let's say time goes on and they get married. Now, that 7 times a month, twice a day, that shit drops to about 5 times a month. Right? They're married 5 times a month. So he went from 9 times all the way down to 5. He's only fucking his wife. His sex drive is still high. Right? But she chopped his shit down. He's on a sex diet. Right? He's not being fulfilled. His shit dropped damn near half. Now, Keisha gets attitude. It goes from 5 times a month to 3. sometimes none. There's a lot of men going through this shit. I'm gonna tell you like this: the day give her about 3 times. The third time she deprives you of sex because she has an attitude or for whatever selfish reason, you need to cut her ass loose, bro. Because if you stop performing on your duties as a man, it would be a problem, right? It would be a problem. Imagine if you didn't give her sex when she wanted. Bitches act crazy. Like, what? Well, it's a bunch of niggas that want to fuck me. You should be glad I'm fucking you. I want to fuck me. Let me tell you something. If you're paying the cost to be the boss, man, I don't want to hear that shit this bitch talking about. Go get a blow up doll? Do you see the disrespect these bitches got for black men? For men, period. Go get a blow up. How about I'm gonna go get another bitch? How about that? How about that? Oh, this heavy responsibility don't have to be on you. And it's crazy because she says the woman has to prepare and their minds need to be stimulated. They're not like men. Why is it that the side bitch is always ready? Before these bitches get a ring, they hot and ready like Pizza Hut pop. Or Little Caesars. Why is that? Side bitch always ready. But the main bitch, and they act like they're doing so fucking much. You have a man. Hold on, there's a comment in here. The bitch is like, hold on. Jack my vibe. You can't say that like you just came up with it. You don't think men haven't thought of this? Really? Men, we're very strategic. A desperate man has definitely said, let me say it on the morning, or that didn't work, then say it's in the afternoon. Shit, if the spark gone, dude might have some work to do, or she might, what? Yo, I hate when motherfuckers can't fuck. If men are supposed to lust over other women, even though naturally and biologically we do, then being married to someone who holds out is wrong too. Yes, definitely. Yep. Right? Or multiple women. 7, 1 for each day. 7. 1 for each day of the week because of periods and emotions. Yeah, or multiple women. Right? When you said to this lady, how are y'all this old but still don't know how to treat a man properly? Wow. Underrated comment. And this person says, who plans sex? Man to wife. On Tuesday at 8, be ready because I want sex, baby. Woman, I'll try. I may have a headache or be too tired, but I'll see. Sounds ridiculous, don't it? If you make that one-eyed man rise naturally, please participate in helping him settle down in the warmness of your womb. First of all, you telling your wife I want sex, baby, isn't a turn on. Come on now. Here she goes splitting hairs. Like, listen, I'm telling you guys, man. Listen, I know a guy who has sex with his wife 6 times in 1 year. Just 6 times in 1 year. And this isn't a dude that makes 40. This is a guy that makes like 280. And 6 times a year. How is that possible? Like, on a serious note, I remember when I was married. I got married at 36. Right? And she used to give me head. Then at like, let me see. Right then, I think I'm hearing somebody about the. Then right after that, the broad stopped giving head as soon as we got married. So I'm 36 years old. You think I'm supposed to just not get head for the rest of my life? You're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your mind. So yeah, nah, hell yeah, I ain't got yeah. Listen, that was on her. You ain't doing that to me, and you shouldn't stand for that shit either. You shouldn't. You should get what the fuck you deserve. If you want to be sexually satisfied, she doesn't want to do it, then you let her know. Yo, listen, check this out. Uh, if you don't change this shit, if you're not attracted to me like that no more, then say so. So we could end this shit. Because I'm not going the rest of my life not being like satisfied. So how you want to do this? You want to do the job, or you want to stay together and somebody else do the job for me, or we separate and you go find you somebody else and I go find me. Like giving you 3 options, and that's it, bro. They need you to protect them. They need and want you to pay their fucking bills, nigga. You don't need or want them to pay your bills, or need or want them to protect you. All right, I gotta make some moves. Think I'm gonna go smoke. Think I'm gonna go to what's that shit called? Main Street. All right, holla at y'all.